Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope everything is coming through clearly. You can see my microphone's a little hot. What's up? Today, we are hanging out and talking about the Avengers trailer. Seeing, I've got a little new tech set up behind the scenes here, so I kind of want to just test things out, see if it works okay. I'm not sure if it's going to. I can already see that there's a little bit of a delay. I'm trying to run things a little bit through a different lens. We'll take a look at this and maybe fix some things for next time. But I want to talk about this Avengers Doomsday trailer because it came out, and honestly, I'm like, I don't know. Am I over it? Am I over the MCU? It's such a weird thing to think about because for so long, the MCU has been so important to me. Like, I don't talk about it a whole lot on this channel. But I remember seeing the first Iron Man movie and freaking out when Nick Fury shows up. No one knows who he is. They're just like, what is Samuel L. Jackson doing here? And I'm like, I know! Because I grew up reading the comics, obviously loving like everything superheroes. Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated series, Superman animated series, X-Men animated series, like any kid from the 90s, basically. And so like that mixed with my comics, I was like, the MCU was like destined for me. Like the first Iron Man came out the end of my freshman year of college, and like me and my wife, we were dating at the time we saw it, and like with all our friends, and then it just became a thing to where like my 20s, one of my main things was like I love these MCU movies. And like even going back, like that first Thor movie, I just rewatched it like last week, and it's incredible. Like they really were just like hitting it out of the park over and over again with those, like that first phase. And the first Avengers movie came out and it was awesome. And, it kept on going, kept on building. It was exciting to see like new stories develop, stories come from the comics. When Winter Soldier came out, like that was such a huge deal for me. I love Ed Brubaker's run. I've talked about that here on the channel before. But I love the MCU. And to the point where I used to write for a website that's now gone away. But I wrote like the secret post-credit scene. I didn't pick this title, but I wrote about the secret post-credit scene in Avengers Age of Ultron, like basically the dream sequence. I was connecting some of the dots in that thing. That got over 1 million views, like for this company. And you know what they sent me? A pair of sunglasses and a Hawkeye Funko Pop. That's what I got out of it. Nothing else. So I was like, I'm not writing there anymore. But I love this world. And so like you would think with the new Avengers movie, I'd be just as excited as all those other times, right? Like, like the Age of Ultron trailer, when that dropped, I remember I was in Walmart in line, and I stopped and let people go in front of me so I could watch the trailer on my phone. It was like such a important moment. And I couldn't wait. I was like thinking about it when I went to sleep. I love this world. And now like the trailer came out this morning, and first off, I saw that it came out and I just stayed in bed. Like usually I would run to a computer and like make sure, like the first time I watched it, if I wasn't doing a trailer reaction like I used to do on this channel, I was going to like watch it on the TV and make sure like I was seeing it in like the biggest screen I could. I didn't do that. I watched it on my phone because I don't know, man. It just kind of lost its shimmer. And for me, like I'm watching this trailer, and I'm not saying the trailer is bad. I'm definitely not saying that. Like, I'm sure like the movie will come out and it will be exciting, I think. Right? Like I'll be excited like the day before. But this is like what's happened with Star Wars lately. Star Wars, like it comes out, Mando and Grogu came out, and like it wasn't until like the day before when it just kind of struck me of I get to see a new Star Wars. I feel like that's what's happening with the MCU. Because like one, the dots were so important to me of the connecting characters and storylines and all the forethought that we thought was going on. especially in that first phase. Like they set up a lot of things that we thought would pay off. Some of them did. Some of them in very satisfying ways. Others, they definitely did not. I keep on referencing Red Skull. That Red Skull moment in Endgame was, to me, just like the biggest shoe-in because they knew they had to do something with him, right? Like, because he got zapped off and he's just gone after Captain America First Avenger. And we've all been waiting. Where is Red Skull? What's going on with him? And then they just kind of just go like, oh, now he's a guide to the Soul Stone. So did he try to get 2 stones? Did he find out about more Infinity Stones? We'll never know. And like that was so exciting. I remember at the time being like, where is he? What's going on with Red Skull? And that was one of those moments I was like, oh, they really don't have that much of a plan. Like they do. And I'm sure they have like different concepts that they toy with, but they don't have a firm plan. And then the Kang stuff. The Kang stuff happened, and some of that is out of their control. I understand that. You can't be held responsible for what some actor is going to do, getting himself into trouble, and now you're stuck with the fallout from it. So I'm not really blaming Marvel. I'm just saying it happened, where you had all this buildup. This is what's going to be exciting. And then like Ant-Man in Quantumania, you just kind of go, oh no, there's so much dread, Kang. Well. And it's just like, that's how the Marvel universe has gotten. And the last, we've had some good movies lately. Fantastic Four was good. Thunderbolts was great. Shang-Chi, very excited. I don't know when we're going to get a sequel to that. But, Shang-Chi's in the trailer. And I'm like, those things are cool, but it's not the same. And even like that moment where Thor, who obviously is like the main character they're trying to push right now. Will he be the main character of this movie? Maybe not, but they're really trying to push him as being the main character of this trailer and like the one that they're trying to push in the marketing, which I think is a good call because everyone loves Thor. And if Chris Hemsworth wants to continue to play Thor, like let him, right? But like they're trying to push him, and it should have been like this moment where you get goosebumps when you see Steve Rogers, right? Like he gets the hammer. But it's just like we already went as epic as we could and we wrapped up such a good story with it. It's like Toy Story 5 a little bit. Like, is it good? Yeah, it was really good. But like you should have ended with 3. You should have ended with 3 because it was such a good wrap up. And Iron Man and Captain America had such a good wrap up in this thing and in this MCU world that you should have just left them alone. And I just didn't feel excited when I was watching that trailer. Like it's like, okay, the X-Men, but like they're throwing the X-Men at us. Guys, I'm telling you, this is one of those feelings I get like with some of these things, and it usually pans out like they're going to be in it for 10 minutes. They're going to be gone real quick. Like I'm pretty confident they're going to be gone very fast. Like we're going to get, like we saw on like the screen, all right, you get 3 universes. Now for people who have read comics, like we know where this is going. That's part of it, is that I'm like a little bit on the inside of this story. I know the general ideas of where they're going to go with Battle World and like the old version of Secret Wars, kind of mixing it with the new version with Miles Morales as like the main character, is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be like that, what is it, 1682? Whatever the year is, I forget. Like there was like a medieval Avengers story, and they're going to kind of mix all those together. So generally I know where they're going to go. So maybe that's on me for like having like a little bit more of that knowledge, because like I was sitting there, I'm watching it, and I'm like not super impressed. I enjoyed watching it, but I'm like looking over, and my wife was also watching it on her phone, and she was really excited. So like I read comics, she didn't read comics, and she loves the MCU. And so she was really excited. So if you're really excited, I'm not saying you're wrong. But for me, I kind of already know where they're going to go. I kind of have already felt all the emotional things like for Cap and for Iron Man. And so it's just like, I don't know. And even Thor, like Thor is kind of whimpered out. I would love for him to have like impactful moments, but really the only one was in Endgame with his mom, and it's just 1602. Thanks, Mark. That's that storyline. Great storyline, and I think that they're going to bring that into Battle World and kind of make it that universe, which they kind of did with the new Secret Wars too. But I don't know, man. I'm just not as excited as I want to be. I want to be psyched for this movie. I want to be. Like, I am not, like, I haven't come out and be like, oh, the MCU sucks now. You know, like it's lost a little bit of its grandeur. It's not connecting the same way to other characters. The buildup isn't great. Like, you know, they're showing like the new Avengers and Shang-Chi and like some of these other characters, and it's just, it's not the weight, right? Like, it's not the weight of having all the Avengers together now. It doesn't give you like those goosebumps. And like, I think why is because the movies haven't been stellar. Like, they've been fine. A lot of them, like in that last phase, were passable. You know, some were bad. Quantumania was bad. You know, like there were some that were just straight up bad, but there were some good ones too. But it wasn't like those out of the park home runs like that first phase. And like we've kind of seen it before. So like, yeah, Thor saying he's scared, you know, that there's a threat coming. Am I the only one that's like, are they just always going to do that with Thor? Like, because Thor is the first one to get beat up by Thanos. And like, yeah, Hulk gets sent and he's like, you don't know. But like Thor is really the guy who we see that with, and having Loki get killed. Are we just going to repeat that? Because we also saw Loki in the trailer. And we know that he's like holding the tree of the universe together. So is it just going to be that again? Because like we've already done that. I don't know. Like I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm wanting new things. And I'm just seeing like some nostalgia bait with the X-Men, which like they're going to get me. You give me Scott Summers looking like Scott Summers, I'm going to be happy, okay? But like as far as like build up anticipation for it, like I think they're going to be killed off right away. They're going to have the 3 worlds. It's going to be the Fantastic Four world, which looks like somehow Thor is with them, which is strange to me. And like, I think Steve Rogers is going to be with them. I think like there are some rumors about how that all transpires. I won't get into it because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. And maybe they're true, maybe they're not. I have no idea. But it seems like Steve Rogers and Thor are with the Fantastic Four on one world. They come over to our world, the MCU world, and then the X-Men world is on its own. And, you know, the X-Men world ain't going to live. Like, they already did their movies. They've said their goodbyes. They literally have done that with their, like, another turning point. like we already had that with Wolverine and Deadpool. Or Deadpool and Wolverine. How does it? It's Deadpool and Wolverine, right? But it's just, like, we already did it. So, like, will it be cool to see on screen? Sure. But I wouldn't be too excited for, like, seeing those characters because they're not going to survive. And then it will be, like, what do we do after that? And Doomsday, or Doom will, like, try to get powers for himself from that broken universe. Like, that's part of his plan. You can see it. Like, even the shots of Thor and him fighting, that's on the X-Men world. That's in front of Xavier's school. So, like, obviously he's going there and he's going to, like, get power for himself from the incursion. And that's how he gets enough power to create Battle World. I don't know. It's just, like, really convoluted too. Like, this always brings me back to, like, an idea that I had that I wrote for that website. That no one cared about that one. They cared about, like, the secret post-credit scene one, but not this one. Like, wouldn't it have been awesome if they did that? Is it Siege or Under Siege? Maybe Mark knows. That Avengers story where you had, like, I think it was like the Wrecking Crew and like some like street level criminals trying to pull a heist in Avengers headquarters. Like, to me, after Thanos, that's where you should have gone. Like, you went big, and it was awesome, and Endgame is fantastic. Every time I watch it, it's just like goosebumps, portal scene, Cap saying, you know, like, you're the right man for it, Falcon. Like, all of that hits. And him, you know, dancing with Peggy, and, like, it's a beautiful, beautiful send-off, and it went as big as it could have. So why not go small? They should have done a smaller Avengers team. You know, like, have Shang-Chi be part of that. Have Ant-Man be like one of the main guys in it, but just go small and have it be like that people are breaking in, kind of Homecoming style, like Spider-Man Homecoming, of stealing equipment from the Avengers, and have it be like street level criminals like Baron Zemo. Like maybe he wants something, like that kind of level. And then you could just go back to like making normal movies for a little while and then build up to, a Kang or a Doom. And maybe that's part of it too, because we don't know Doom. Like people who've read comics, we know Doom, but like the average person doesn't know who that character is other than the Fantastic Four movies. We don't know what this version is. And like we all know that Robert Downey Jr. is playing it. And like I saw some people being like, "Oh, it's Nightcrawler talking." No, it's not. That's Robert Downey Jr. Trying to do his new version of Doom. And so we get like a little bit of like that first audio from him, and like the accent, I think it works. But I just like, having a new character stop Thor with two fingers, like it's not enough. Like that's just like, it's rushing, not my tempo. Like it's just like there's no build up. You just show that, and it's just like it's like Captain Marvel being way too overpowered right off the bat. She's flying through ships, and like she's punching Thanos in the face. And it's just like you didn't do enough with that character to build up that kind of strength. And I just wish that they did that a little bit with Doom. Like, why wasn't he in Fantastic Four? Like, just a little bit. Show that he like do a little bit of character build up before you're just like, and now he's stopping Thor with two fingers. It's very convenient. And like, I feel like that's what this new movie is. It's just like a movie of convenience and like just money. They just want money, so they're bringing all these people back, and they're like saying things like the only person who could do the role of Doom is Robert Downey Jr. And it's just like, yeah, that's a very convenient thing for you to say when you know that like it'll make millions and millions of dollars more if it's him and not like Adam Driver, like, or oh, we had to have Steve Rogers in this story because it's such a necessary part. Maybe they'll make it a necessary part, but that's just a very convenient thing to say when you have Shang-Chi and some other characters that, like Yelena has become one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Definitely Walmart Cap is one of my favorites. Wyatt Russell, I love that actor. And so like, I want to see more of him. But like you don't build around those guys because it's going to make more money to have Steve Rogers back in it. Take Anthony Mackie, kick him to the curb. No one cares about him anymore. Like it's just a bummer the way that everything is transpired, because like the story of Secret Wars is really cool and like one of the biggest stories in all of comics. It could have been epic and awesome, but it just feels like you're going from 0 to 60 so fast. It's just whiplash. And it doesn't feel like anything's going to, like, you're going to feel it. It's like Joker when he's getting interrogated by Batman. You hit him in the head and, the next punch they're not going to feel. Like that. That's kind of what happened. We had Endgame, and then like the Kang stuff didn't work, and none of the other movies really knocked it out of the park. Even Fantastic Four didn't make that much money. Like it wasn't that much of like a zeitgeist thing of everyone talking about it. Probably the closest thing to that is actually Deadpool and Wolverine. And like you're just kind of being like, foot on the gas. We're just going. We're just going to Doom. Let's go. And maybe it'll work. And maybe I'll look back and be like, maybe I should have been more excited. But right now I'm just a little pessimistic about it. And I'm not too excited. Like I think if I were to look on my letterbox, I think I would have had Doomsday as like my number 4 or 5. I could look it up. Let's see. We got Mark saying, I thought the trailer was great. I may be a sucker, but it has me hyped. Dude, if it has you hyped, I'm happy for you. Like that's pretty cool. I am not hyped, but I would love to be. So like that's cool for you, man. I'm excited for you. I don't understand why they didn't move it to Thanksgiving weekend after Narnia got moved to 2027. Yeah, I think like they've noticed the last like 5 years, like Christmas has become like a really big um, weekend. Like the Avatar movies have done really well. A lot of movies have come out at that time. Jumanji did better than people thought it would do. It's become a thing. I'm gonna look up. Let's go to my profile. Let's go to my list. I have it most anticipated 2026. Yeah, I have it as my number 5. My number 5 most anticipated. Number 1, The Odyssey. You guys don't want me to start talking about that again. I will like wax poetic for like 3 hours about that movie. I saw it for the second time last night. Oh my goodness, it gets better each time. I'm going to see it again, and it's going to get even better. It's so good. Yeah, I had The Odyssey number 1, Disclosure Date, Digger, Project Hail Mary, Doomsday, and then Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man, I'm excited for. I'm so excited for Spider-Man. Even actually, um, actually watching the Odyssey again, like for the second time, I got more excited for Spider-Man because you have John Bernthal and Tom Holland, and some of those scenes with them talking, especially like that hunting scene. I don't know why, but I just like connected with it really well. And I just love their banter and like how they relate. Now I know that they're like real life friends, so that maybe is just like seeping to the screen, and just like their friendship is just, it's they got great chemistry, so maybe that's part of it. But I'm just so excited now to see the Punisher and Spider-Man and like the interactions that they're going to have, simply because how good that relationship was in the Odyssey. So couldn't be more excited for Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going to rock. But Doomsday, I don't know, man. I'm not as excited as I should be. Dune is taking all the IMAX screens that opening weekend. Yeah, which is like their whole thing of like, hey guys, we have it's Screen X. Oh man. What was it? Like Screen Junkies Plus and like all those apps all of a sudden started using Plus. That's what they're going to do with X. They're going to throw X on everything. But yeah, I'm excited for Dune. Dune's going to be great. But I'm Doomsday. I don't know, man. I thought it was underwhelming, says Michael. What's up, dude? Yeah, that's in a word. That's probably what I would say. Underwhelming. The trailer, very happy to see Shang-Chi and some others, but just feels like a gimmick. Yeah, man. And like even like having Gambit back, like that should be awesome. Like no one's talking about that part. Like we loved Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, and Channing Tatum getting his chance, and like no one's talking about that because like it's just like they're just like it's too much fan service. Maybe that's part of it, where they're just like throw everything at the screen, and like so everything just kind of gets a little bit mixed to where you don't care as much about things. But yeah. Mark says, you may have me rethinking it a bit, though. I do agree that there has been no build-up for this movie. Maybe I'm just happy to see all my action figures playing together. Dude, and that's fair. Like, if you're excited, I hope I don't steal your excitement from you. Like, if you're excited, be excited. Be as excited as you possibly can be. I would love that if that's how I felt about it. But for me, it's just... I don't know. It feels like studios doing studios things, and it's just I don't know. And maybe part of it is that Supergirl sucked so bad, or at least in my opinion, I just didn't like it very much. Like there were parts of it that were good. There were parts where I felt like I even felt like a little condescended to, like just like, oh, Dean's a nerd. Dean's a nerd, so he's going to love the nerdy classic superhero story. And like, let's not take any chances. Have the needle drops in it. Dean will eat it up. And like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, this isn't fun. Like, part of me likes it, but part of me, like most of me, is like not entertained by this. And it kind of feels like that kind of a vibe from Marvel, where they're just like, they'll eat this up. Just put it all out there. They'll eat up this story. And like Shuri, I don't care about Shuri. Namor, or Namor. I love him in the comics. Kind of hate this version of Namor. No, he's not very fun. Like, he's very unlikable. And like, it's just like, they're just like, oh, this is epic, isn't it? And it's just like, no, show me more M'Baku, you know? Like, I love M'Baku, but Winston Duke, man, he knocked that role out of the park. But I don't really care about some of these other characters. And it feels like they're just kind of being like, look, characters. And like, also, when did Ben Grimm shrink? Like, the Thing looks so small in this trailer. He's like the same height as Sue. That's not how I remember it, obviously from the comics, but also from the movie. The movie, he's a lot bigger than everybody else. Like, so why was he, like, maybe that's just like the CGI of it and like how he's standing furthest from the camera. But it looked really bad. It looked like dude's like 5'7". Like, just, I don't know. Ben Grimm, I thought, was a little bit taller. Ebon, or whatever his name, cousin from The Bear, is pretty tall. So, like, what's going on with that? I'm finally starting to look forward to Spider-Man. I thought the first trailer was okay, but the clips and newer trailer have sold me more on it. I am in, man. I rewatched Homecoming last week, and like the week before, I had watched No Way Home. Haven't rewatched Far From Home because I don't like that movie. I've just come to that decision. I just don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. It doesn't make any sense. Drones. What a terrible idea that was. But No Way Home is fantastic, top tier MCU. And Homecoming is really, really fun. And like, Vulture is fantastic. That movie rocks. And it looks good too. Like, rewatching it, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, there's some real cool shots in Homecoming. And you know, I just like this version of Spider-Man. Like, he has a bad movie, like all of them do. And like all the Spider-Mans, they have to have a bad movie. But yeah. Also, I rewatched the first Amazing Spider-Man the other day. Watching a lot of movies. But rewatched that one, and I gotta say, that kind of sucks. Like, I remember at the time, like, being like, oh, I don't like this. And then, like, everyone talks about, like, I haven't gone back and watched those movies in a long time, but everyone's like, Andrew Garfield's like my favorite Spider-Man. Second one, I think he's really good as Spider-Man. But like the first one, that's not Peter Parker. I don't know who that is, but that's not Peter Parker. But that's what I think. Especially since it looks like the Punisher and Hulk will be in it more than the original trailer. Yeah, I just think it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be real good. I think it'll be exciting. I'm a little worried about this villain because we don't really know who the villain is, even though everyone is saying it's Jean Grey. But I don't know. It's weird to have an X-Men as a villain. There's got to be more to that. But I want to see Scorpion. I hope that he's not just mind controlled. I like Scorpion. And so I was really excited, especially for that actor from Better Call Saul. I was really excited for him to get that role, and then they never did anything with him. So now that he's back, I hope that he gets to be himself and not just, you know, Hawkeye and Avengers, just brainwashed the whole time, because that would kind of suck. I hope it's just for a moment. Supergirl was too dark, like just visually or thematically, because probably both are true. Vulture is one of my favorite MCU films, or probably characters. Also, I was a sucker for 3. Villains, not film, although it is one of villains. Yeah, not film, although it is one of my favorite MCU films as well. Excited to see the Power Glove back in it from the new film. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what that was. You know, there's a punch there. Guys, I bought some movies. You guys want to see what I bought? I bought a whole lot of movies this weekend. This weekend, my wife and I We took off and we just had like a fun family weekend. Nothing like there was a wedding reception that we went to and saw some people, but mostly we were just like, let's get out of town, stay in a hotel, and look for movies. And so I've got over 40 movies here that we bought. Again, like I've talked about this a bunch, guys. Check your pawn shops, check your thrift stores. You can find some really cool stuff here. Most of what I got here, I'm going to run through them all. Most of them I got for $2 because they're like listed as $4, but you buy one, you get one free. And so it's pretty great. Most of them are like that. There's another pawn shop that I got them to, and I kind of mixed them all up, so I don't know which ones are from which, where you buy 8 and then you get 3 free, and we bought like 16 from there or something or something to where we could do that twice. Whatever that number is, 22, I think. All right, so here's what I got. I got Us. So finally picked this up. Not my favorite. Although I have wanted to rewatch this because, like I said earlier, Winston Duke, I like that guy. And Jordan Peele is awesome. So this is not my favorite of his, but I am definitely wanting to rewatch it. Deadpool 2, didn't have it. I don't know why. Like, because I don't rewatch those as much. Like, because when I have superhero movies on, it's like when the kids are around, and like, you know, Deadpool isn't really for kids. So I don't know. I just didn't have it. This one was Wrapped. Once Upon a Time in Venice. Didn't have it. Never seen it. And like, kind of where I'm at right now, if I could get a deal at a pawn shop for a Blu-ray or even a DVD of something that I want to watch and I would rent, like I might as well just buy it if it's going to be like about the same price to renting it on digital or wherever I would rent it from. Like sometimes you can find stuff at the library, but we got a little library. So that's also stuff like this. I've never seen Larry Crown, but I saw it there and I was like, you know what? It's a Tom Hanks movie. Of course I'm going to watch it. This is one my wife got. It was sealed. Scary Stories. I have no idea what this is about. Not going to watch it. She's going to watch it. She loves all the scary movies. One scary movie that I do like, though, Secret Window. Didn't have it on Blu-ray. We had it on DVD. And so we're like, heck yeah, dude. So I like that one a lot. I know some people think that movie sucks, which is strange to me. I like it. Stephen King story. Into the Blue. When you want your 2000s fix and you want Paul Walker and Jessica Alba, Into the Blue. It's a fun movie. Don't get mad at me. Don't unsubscribe, okay? It's fun. Kind of like this. Identity Thief. I don't care. You know, people make fun of Melissa McCarthy for her, like, oh, I'm going to fall all over myself and like, oh, that's such dumb humor. It works for me sometimes. All right, not every time, but sometimes it really does. I think she's funny. Taking a Pelham 123. Never seen it. My wife wanted to watch it, so might as well just buy the Blu-ray for $2. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. This one's not for me, I promise. Like, actually, it's true this time. Like, she wanted it, and so we got it. Oh, this one's cool. All right, let me show this one first. Hatfields and McCoys. Guys, if you have not seen this series, it is not a movie. It is a TV series that they did, I think even on the History Channel. Like, I think it was like one of their first like legit movies. This series rocks. Okay, you got Bill Paxton, you got Kevin Costner as like the family heads of this thing. It is bloody and gruesome and hardcore, and I kind of love it. So if you haven't seen the Hatfields and McCoys, and you know, like that's a story of like two families and how they were on different sides of a valley, and like they just hated each other. And there's like like a Romeo Juliet kind of thing in it, and it's just incredible. So I have this some like a download of it or something. Like, it's not one of my Apple things, but I have access to it. But like Blu-ray, heck yeah. So $2. Hatfields and McCoys. Pretty excited about that one. Deepwater Horizon, one of the Peter Berg movies. This and Patriots Day came out the same year and rocked, and both of them are great. And this one, I just rewatched it like a couple months ago. Still holds up, so now I got it on Blu-ray. It's complicated. Never seen it. Meryl Streep, had the slipcover. This was actually one of those like we miscounted, and you buy one, you get one free, and it's like I gotta find something that I want to watch, and I saw this, and I was like, okay, we'll just do that. Mortal Kombat. Very excited about this actually. I was just thinking I wanted to rewatch it because we watched the second one, which sucked, by the way. I didn't do a video about it because I'm not doing a video about everything I watch. But Mortal Kombat 2, like it has the fun moments, but as far as like the story goes, it's terrible. And like, yeah, it's just not good. But this one is pretty fun, and yeah, so I'll rewatch it. Horrible Bosses, pretty fun movie. Yeah, we're trying to get more comedies. I don't know about you guys, but like it seems like all we have is like action movies and dramas, and for some reason like we never buy the comedies. So we're trying to bulk up that section of back here. 3 Days to Kill. My wife wanted it. Action movie. Here's a cool one. Bernie. Have you seen this? Have you seen this movie? It's pretty great. So you got Jack Black as this mortician, and he goes full psycho, and it's kind of fun. And you got Matthew McConaughey trying to get him, and it's a really fun movie. Dark, but like still funny and quirky at the same time. I love that movie, so I was excited to see that. Candyman. This was still sealed. Like pretty happy to pick that up for $2. Bulk up the horror section a little bit. Fighting with the Family, pretty awesome movie. Love The Rock just coming in and just having a little bit of a role in it. But this was the first movie that I saw with what's her name, Florence Pugh. So I like it a lot. I love WWE, so of course I was going to like it. Geostorm, because sometimes you want to just watch trash, and that's what that's for. Hurt Locker. Haven't seen this probably 10 years. But we're just like, oh, that's cool. We'll pick that one up. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that movie, but it's pretty good. New Mutants. Haven't had this. Usually, like we got like all the superhero movies, but there's just been a few that have kind of just like slipped through the cracks. So we got New Mutants, adding that in there, which I think means that we have every X-Men movie. No, we still don't have Dark Phoenix because it was so bad that we were just like, we don't want to buy it. Like, no, thank you. That was I could have picked up Eternals, but I've made a decision that I'm just never going to own that movie because it sucks so bad. It's just the worst. I hate it. I hate it with every ounce of my being. And so I saw it there, and I was like, there was a part of me that was like, don't you want to complete your MCU set? It's only $2, Dean. And I said to myself, shut up, self. It's $2. I'm not giving them $2 for that. It's not worth it. So don't talk to yourself, guys. But if you are going to talk to yourself, let it be to Paul Bettany in A Beautiful Mind. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Ron Howard, awesome. Russell Crowe, great performance. But that was one I had on DVD and now on Blu-ray. Another one of those is Angry Birds 2. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just got to buy them for the kiddos. Sometimes, lately we've been trying to like show our kids like actual movies. Like not that they're like great films, but just like they're not cartoons. And like we watched The Breadwinner with them last week, and better than I thought it would be. Actually, one of my most anticipated movies. It was like number 8 or something because I love Nate Bargatze, but like the trailers were so terrible that I was like, this is going to be trash. And it was, but there was enough little jokes in between that I was like, it kind of works. It kind of works. Let me do something real quick here. I got to tell somebody something. All right. So what else do we got? Oh, this one's cool. Picked up Crawl. Um, Underrated movie. You know, like I think a lot of people know that though. So is it underrated if everyone thinks it's underrated? I don't know. But it's fun. It's a fun one for sure. Picked up The Joker. I this is not the kind of movie that I usually go for. Usually, like a self-important, you know, kind of like a tragic look at this character kind of movie. It usually bugs me, but there was something about it. Maybe it's just Joaquin Phoenix and just like how psycho he is in real life and on screen. But I was like, yeah, man, I really did like this movie. I love the look of the movie. So I don't know how many times I'm gonna rewatch it, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up this time. This I was excited to see. Daredevil season 2, complete season. Pick this up. $2, guys. $2 for this thing. Now, I don't collect a lot of TV. Like I've got right here, I've got, Psych and a few shows I love. Boy Meets World. We got like Family Matters, Twilight Zone, just a few shows. Because it's really inconvenient. It's really inconvenient to get the discs out for it. Because like you go through a season and it's 3 episodes on a disc, and so you're just like, is it a lot of work? No, but it's like it's something. It's just like a barrier of like, okay, every if it's a 20-minute show or a 42-minute show, you're getting up every half hour or an hour of binge watching to switch out the discs, and like that's not a lot of work. But I prefer to buy my TV on digital just because it's easier to watch. But when it's stuff that it's from like a Netflix or Disney Plus that is behind the paywall that eventually I'm wanting to get rid of completely, like I try to pick it up. So Daredevil, I like Daredevil quite a bit. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like there are people who love it way more than I do. It is a flawed series for sure, but seasons 1 and 2 were pretty great. So I was happy to see that, and like $2, just can't pass it up. I already talked about the Instant Family one. Got a few more, and I got a Steelbook and some other cool stuff. But first, I got Rio too, because like I said, kids want movies. My wife picked up this one, House at the End of the Street. Jennifer Lawrence, I guess we're going to watch it some point. I have not seen it. Shutter Island. Somehow I didn't have this on Blu-ray. I didn't have it. I had it on DVD, so now I got it on Blu-ray. It can go on my Nolan shelf over here. Pretty excited about that. I think that means, do I have all of them? I think I still have Memento on DVD. Yeah, it's not up there. So I need Memento on Blu-ray, and then I think I'll have all of the Nolan movies on Blu-ray. Saw 10, $2. My wife was pretty excited about that. I'm not into these movies at all. Like, I won't watch them. Like, this is the exact kind of horror that I don't enjoy. Like the gruesome, painful stuff, not the biggest fan. I am going to put you on a little bit of a break. Sorry for like the couple people who are watching. Thank you for continuing to watch. I'm going to put you on like a minute break, and then I'll come right back to it. I just need to get something done real quick. All right. Sorry. I had to fix some things. All right. So, where was I at? This is going a lot longer than I thought. Okay. Picked up A Few Good Men because I did not have it. And I want to watch it again. I haven't watched this since, like, I don't know, probably like 10, 15 years maybe. Like it's been a very long time since I've seen it. Obviously you can't handle the truth, but there's a lot more to that movie. This one was sealed. Commando, again, $2. Can't pass it up. Love me some Arnold, so had to pick that up. This one, my wife is a sucker for these movies, like these kinds of movies where it's like action packed, like the King Arthur movie, but it's like, people didn't react to it the way that the studios wanted, but they're passable action movies, so she likes to get those ones. So I don't know how many Robin Hood movies this makes that we own, but like we got basically all of them. I don't know why. I like the Russell Crowe one. This is another one of those. I wanted to watch it, and I would rather just spend $2 on the physical copy than, renting it somewhere. So Matrix Revolutions or Resurrections. I have not seen it. Everyone says it's trash. I will find out for myself, and then if it's trash, I will probably give it away or something. Body of Lies. I've never seen this one. Pretty excited actually to find this, and like it's a cool version of it. It's like one of those. It's got a really good case. Sometimes you can tell, like when you're a collector, like you get like really crappy cases, like Disney puts out, which also got Mulan. The one of the good live action movies. Not all of them are trash. Mulan's pretty good, all right, and it adds to the story. This is a good movie, okay? Don't come at me, all right? I know you think all the live actions are trash, but not all of them are. Jungle Book is great, and this one is pretty good. Maybe not great, but it's pretty good. But yeah, I wanted to watch this one, so got that. Got Mulan, Pride and Prejudice. Didn't have this on Blu-ray, had it on DVD. Have the Colin Firth one. So is it as good as the Colin Firth one? No, but it's still pretty good. And oddly, like I find myself a little bit more nostalgic for that one. Maybe it's just because, it came out when I was in high school. I don't know. The Burbs. Just watched this for the first time the other day. Why did I wait so long? I don't have any idea. You watch movies and sometimes you just like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. And then you forget about it and then you don't put it on your list and then like you just never watch it. And I had never seen The Burbs until just last week. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. And my wife got it mixed up with another movie because she was like, oh, I hate that movie. And I was like, what? Like how? It's great. Like it's so good. The buddy, like the neighborhood buddy Art is probably my favorite character. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. like all that stuff. It was so good. It's so funny. And just awkward humor. Like when one of the people, like the family members comes out of the house, Klopex or whatever, like comes out of the house and all the neighbors just stop and stare. And it's like, they're all saying he's weird, but it's from his perspective and they're all looking like weirdos, like just standing and stopping and staring at him. Like it's just hilarious. So The Burbs is awesome. Very excited to have that now and make my wife rewatch it because there's no way she got it right with that movie. It's not the same movie. Overboard. Love this movie. This wasn't a $2 movie. This one in The Burbs was at another store. So was Pride and Prejudice. But it was still cheap. But one thing that wasn't cheap, Steelbook. All right, I did it. I don't like this design. All right, this is One Battle After Another. My camera's not going to do anything with it. One Battle After Another. I love this movie. I love this movie a lot. I've been holding out on getting a physical media copy of it. I own it on digital. But I don't know. I was holding out for a Steelbook, but I was pretty disappointed with this. I don't know. I like displaying stuff, and it's just kind of gross. To me, the imagery here is just not fun to display. I think I'll do this one. I just don't like, seeing pregnant lady doing that, because it's like also like you're shaking up that kid, and it's just frustrating to me as a dad. But this, maybe I will. I'm not a huge gun person, so like I wanted it, and I wanted a physical media copy, and this is the steelbook that they gave us. So it's probably not going to be available in a different form other than the Blu-ray and the 4K, which are separate. There aren't any like combination ones. And like they were about like the same price as this. This was on sale a little bit. So it's just like I paid like $5 more for the steelbook than I would for the 4K. And this is one of those movies. I don't do a lot of 4K, but when I really love a movie, I'm gonna have it in 4K. Like if the visuals are why I love it so much, or part of the reason, and it is in this. So you get this, you get all the copies, plus you get the special features, which I'm very excited to go through, and you get. Let's see where. Man, sometimes I make it so hard to get some of these discs out. But you get like the image of you get Bob and his sensei. So pretty cool stuff. Very excited to have this and add it to the collection. And like I said, I wanted the 4K. So you do what you got to do sometimes. It came with a little book. Came with a little book. I will say, a little cheap looking at this, of just like, okay, black and white, just like that. And then you get like some black and white images, like cool images and everything. But, when you buy a steelbook, you're buying it for like some of this stuff. And I will say I was a little disappointed when I got it out of the bag. And first off, or the packaging, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in here, which I think is lame. If you're going to give something with your steelbook, it should fit in the steelbook. You got to do the math on that. Like make it bigger, you do that, because it should fit there. I shouldn't have to have this sit above it or something else, So I'm a little disappointed with that. Like the quality isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah. But I'm glad that I own it, because it was my favorite movie of last year, and now I have it. So another one that I'm really glad I got this 4K. All right, Hitchcock's Classic Collection. I have one. Let's see. I've got this one, which has a lot more of like the ones that I love. Rope, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Torn Curtain, Topaz, and Frenzy. So I got this a couple months ago, and I already own the like heavy hitters one, with Rear Window. This is just the Blu-ray though. Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. I love Hitchcock, so like very excited that I have this one. And then when I saw this one sitting at the same place, actually, I think it was there last time. I can't know for sure. Maybe it's a different copy, but there was one of these last time when I got that one. And then this one was sitting there about the same price. It's got Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, The Trouble with Harry, Marnie, Family Plot. Saboteur, I remember really liking as a kid. My mom showed me Hitchcock movies all the time growing up, so like very familiar with his work. But off the top of my head, I think I might have seen The Trouble with Harry once, but the other ones I haven't seen. Family Plot even I haven't seen. So very excited to get that on 4K. Comes with the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital code, which I don't see any digital code. So someone probably already used it. So, oh well, that's okay. So I got that one. Very excited, have all those ones. And then just a couple more. We Were Soldiers. Love that one. So very excited to get that into the collection. Dirty Harry. I like these. I don't know if other people do, but these ones, like, I was just kind of trashing on like the Steelbook one. This is quality. All right, the paper at least is quality. I don't like the binding necessarily, but this is one of those ones where they have like kind of just a little bit of a book in front of the Blu-ray, and like it's literally attached to the Blu-ray. I kind of like that because then you fold it up and it goes on the shelf and you don't lose it. Like you're not going to lose the book. Like if it doesn't fit in the steelbook, like it just kind of sucks. So glad to get that, and then Despicable Me 2 for the kids, which I think actually we already own. So someone didn't look at that one up before purchasing. Not me this time. Okay, let's deal with a couple chats here, and then I'll probably head out. Mulan is decently solid, right? Like I like it. I thought it was pretty fun. I liked live action Mulan. Cool. I'm looking forward to Backrooms in 4K. You keep on doing that, man. I already said what I said in that little short I made. If you didn't watch that short, I kind of hated the Backrooms. Not kind of. I hated the Backrooms. It's just I didn't think that it was fun. Like I thought it was overly serious for kind of a goofy plot. You know, like it's just like okay, it's an office building that like never ends, you know, and like you get a secret passageway in there. And my biggest gripe with it is that no one got lost. And some people got on me about like, what are you talking about, man? Tons of people got lost. Those 2 people got lost. Yeah, but then they were like immediately killed and gone. Like I'm saying like it's a labyrinth. You should have been like wandering around for a long time, running through that thing, freaking out. And like everyone just kind of like walks at a slow pace and it's kind of like, wow, this is interesting. And no one's thinking through, I could get lost in here. And Chiwetel Ejiofor's character, I guess, is like, you know, a guy who like is into architecture. And so he knows like how to put a layout. So like maybe he doesn't need to do that. But I'm thinking like, wouldn't you like tie a rope or breadcrumbs or something to make sure like you don't get lost in the back rooms? And no one did that. And it was just kind of boring. The ending was pretty good. Like the ending was really fun. But it was just like kind of a slog for me. Not for Mark, and I'm glad it wasn't for Mark, but for me it kind of was. All right. So that's my thoughts on that. What do I got in the tank? I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Like, have you guys been checking out my podcast? This Movie Got Me. I've been having fun with it, and you know, making a lot of reels and shorts from it. And that's kind of like my main thing, is to have it be like kind of a place where I could talk about the movies that are new, and kind of do a show, do a podcast, and then be able to extract from that a bunch of content from it and use that on Instagram. That's working fairly well. Going to keep going with it. I'm not saying it's going to be a feature of this channel forever or whatever, but it's something I'm trying right now, and it's fun. Like at least during the summer season, like I can foresee the time when it's not going to be as fun. You have to work harder to find a movie that's relevant, and you know, because you can't just pick any movie because then it'll get 12 views. So like you got to have a movie that's somehow relevant, either for nostalgia or because it's new, or because, you know, people are just talking about it. Maybe it just went over to Netflix or something. So I'm trying to figure that out for like the fall, but for summer, it's been pretty fun to kind of use that to talk about all these movies that have been coming out lately. This week, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, it's pretty clear, obviously, talk about the Odyssey. Next week, obviously, pretty easy, talk about Spider-Man. But this one, I'm not sure. Might do The Burbs, because it's fresh on my mind. It was really fun watching it, and that's kind of a nostalgia one. So maybe something like that. But I'm really digging doing those. So you'll see that. I want to get into more of a it's going to pop off every Monday kind of thing. Like get more regular with it. I was trying to like speed up, but I don't know. I don't know if I will. This movie got me. Minions and Monsters. Nod. No. I will say there's a little part of me that thought like maybe I'll go see Moana so I could do it. And then I was like, I don't have to release an episode. So I just didn't want to pay the money to go see Moana. After the reviews, I was kind of like thinking like it would be fun for the kids. But no. And like I already got like all those vibes with Lilo and Stitch, like the Hawaiian like experience. Like that was pretty fun. I liked Lilo and Stitch, like that new one. It was fine, like the story was fine, but the visuals were fun, and I feel like it was worth making it live action to just be in Hawaii and like open up with a fish eating a peanut butter sandwich in the ocean. Like that to me was kind of fun. Moana doesn't seem like it's fun like that because it's all fake, like it's all CGI, gross looking stuff. Which is just shocking why you would do that. But like when you just did Lilo and Stitch, a lot of that was on set, like on scene with there in Hawaii. You could have done that, but they just decided not to. I guess I think that's part of rushing. And I know some of it was, but I'm just saying like it looks bad. So if it's not going to look good, then why should I watch the same movie? Like that's kind of where I'm at with it. So I don't know. I did see Power Ballad. Pretty fun movie. I don't know if there's enough to like talk about it for a half hour for me, but I really enjoyed it. Really great ending, and I wish everyone had a best friend like Sandy. If you haven't seen that movie, you should. It's really fun. That's on digital. Has been for a little bit. But yeah, Masters of the Universe comes out on digital. Maybe I should do that. Maybe like, because it's coming over to Amazon on Wednesday. Maybe I should do that one. That'd be kind of fun. I like that movie quite a bit. My kids really loved it, and I think that's like the whole point. So maybe I'll talk about that. I don't know. But you'll see more videos from me in the near future. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you actually liked the trailer. I'll probably clip that out and just use it in a video. Maybe upload it later today. But thanks for hanging out, Mark and John and Mule Rider and Michael and Shanna Lee, everybody. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.